Welcome back to the FM Varsity Ice Hockey Network as the Hornets head north to Pulaski to face the Ontario-based Storm. The Hornets are coming off a dominant 7-1 win over CNY Fusion, getting their first league win. They sit at 1-2-1 in their division, looking for their second win tonight. As for the Ontario-based Storm, they are 0-4 in the league and are trying to bounce back from a 3-1 loss home against Baldwinsville. They stay put at their own rink as they face Fayetteville-Manlius here at the Haldane Center. A much-wanted wins for both teams tonight. Ontario Bay trying to collect their first league game. The Hornets, their second. We'll have starting lineups and the national anthems coming up shortly from the FM Varsity Ice Hockey Network. I'm Michael Haungs, giving you the play-by-play along with Fu-Mei, Tung, our videographer and producer tonight.
Today's game between the visiting Fayetteville-Manlius Hornets in the green sweaters and your home team Ontario Bay Storm in the white sweaters. We ask that both teams show their team and school spirit, but please only exhibit enthusiasm that is supportive and positive for players, coaches, and officials. Let the players play, let the coaches coach, and let the officials officiate. Be loud, be proud, and most importantly, be respectful. Thank you in advance for making today's game awesome. Please also be aware that this facility is managed by a parent-led group of volunteers, and your assistance in keeping the arena clean is greatly appreciated. Warming blankets have been provided for your convenience in the bleacher section of the arena. Please remember to fold and return your blanket to the appropriate receptacle at the conclusion of tonight's game. And now, for our starting lineups, we will begin by introducing the starting lineup for the visiting Fayetteville-Manlius Hornets. Beginning on defense, number 12, Dawson Wilbur. On defense, number 23, Tyler Maine. On offense, number 5, Cassian Zulu. On offense, number 10, Asa Black. On offense, number 25, Oliver Smith. And in goal, number 30, Sean Lamont. And now, let's make some noise as I introduce the starting lineup for your Ontario Bay Storm! Beating on defense, number 10, Haldane! On defense, number 24, Dylan! Offense, number 5, Caleb Robert. Offense, number 8, James Law. And offense, number 15, Cameron Dallas. And the team of ice protecting the net, number 31. The Ontario Bay Storm is coached by head coach Steve Olson. Your Fayetteville-Manlius Hornets coached by head coach Jim Wisnowski. At this time, I would like to ask everyone who is able to please rise as we all stand together, united as one free country. Please remove your headgear, place your hand on your heart. Any active duty veteran A salute is desired as we listen to the play of our national anthem. The whole front cafe is open, filled with delicious delectable delights to satisfy your nutritional needs. Don't forget to stop by.
Welcome back to the Haldane Center as the Ontario-based Storm welcome the Fayetteville-Manlius Hornets for a Section 3 Division 1 league game. The Hornets enter with a 4-3-1 record. As for Ontario Bay, they have been struggling recently with a 3-7-1 record. In their division, they lost 3-1 to Baldwinsville, lost 1-0 to Syracuse, 9-2 to Ithaca, 3-2 to Auburn. Again, the Hornets are coming off a strong win versus CNY Fusion. Drew Main, 2 goals, 3 assists. Henry Doherty, 2 goals, 2 assists. Tower Main, a goal, 3 assists. Mason Black, 2 goals. And then Dawson Wilbur, Oliver Smith, and Cat Zulo both collecting assists versus the Fusion. We're ready to go here at the Haldane Center. Hornets on the right side in the green. The Storm on the left in the white. Hornets take possession early. Starting is Cashin Zulo, Asa Black, Dawson Wilbur, Tyler Main, and Oliver Smith. Hornets take it into the Storm end quickly. And of course, in goal for your Hornets is number 30, Sean LaMarche. As for Ontario Bay, Caleb Robert, James Law, Carter Donnelly, Cameron Dallin, and Dylan Van Brocklin. And in goal is Aiden Terry, number 31. Storm coming the Hornets ends. Here's Cameron Dallin. Taken away by Tower Main for the Hornets. He'll push it behind his own goal to Dawson Wilbur. Wilbur's scoop goes way into the netting.
We don't see pucks go that high here.
And as the puck goes into the netting, we'll have a face-off in the Hornets ends. To the left of number 30, Sean LaMarche, the junior goalkeeper for the Hornets. Sean is 211 for 232 this year. Drew Main in the circle for the Hornets. One back by the Storm. Jack Schock finds it in the Hornets ends. Over to Tower Main off the boards. Quick pass to Drew Main. Drew Main has Henry with him. Main closing in on the middle. A shot. It's deflected. Denied by Aiden Terry. Storm looks to push the other way. Coming off is Connor DeMott. Storm makes a line change. Big hit in the corner with Dawson Wilbur. Drew Main now in the corner. Drew Main, a fast skater for the Hornets. Last game, he had 2 goals and 3 assists versus CNY Fusion. Here's Henry Doherty. He has Drew Main with him. Main with the puck. He'll take a shot. It's denied by Terry again. Hornets getting some early shots. Into the Hornets end. Ethan Potter shovels it in there. LaMarche finds it behind his own goal line and goes to Henry Doherty. Doherty tries to get it to Beckett Gillen. Instead, the Storm will keep it in the Hornets' ends. Obey with Grant Harris. Cooper Barrett along the boards. That was Connor DeLuke. It comes to the blue line of the Hornets. Picking it up is Cooper Barrett around the boards over near Colton Walkup. Aiden Ashford on the ice for the Hornets, along with Cooper Barrett. Shot is covered up by Aiden Terry, and now we'll have a face-off in the O-Bay ends. Hornets pressuring early with 2 shots from Drew Main. Over Ontario Bay, keeping their own way and coming into the Hornets end a few times. After 2 minutes and 30, we're still tied at 0. Quick shot taken by Max Schock. Now Beckett Gillen behind the net as it was deflected by Terry. Puck comes loose into the Hornets end. LaMarche comes way out of his crease. Goes over towards Cooper Barrett. LaMarche back in his crease for the Hornets. Max Schock behind his own goal line. It's taken away by Ramus. Ramus off the boards near Beckett Gillen. Caleb O'Hagan tries to get it over to Carter Donnelly. Max Schock off the boards. Rims around the red part between the glass and the boards as it comes loose into the neutral zone. O'Bay will reset, shovel it over to Caleb O'Hagan. O'Hagan off the boards. It'll go past Max Schock and near Dawson Wilbur. Wilbur near Asa Black. Black, little deflection over to Oliver Smith into the neutral zone. Skidding across is Black. He does not have numbers. He takes a shot. It's gloved up by Terry. He wasn't able to keep control, and it comes loose into the corner where O'Bay will take it into the neutral zone. Dawson Wilbur will shovel it back in. Trailing is Asa Black. Wilbur back into the O'Bay ends. Asa Black all alone on the right side. He'll go along the boards to Oliver Smith. Smith has Wilbur with him. Into the middle is Cash and Zulo. Zulo now comes into the corner to retrieve the puck. James Law takes control. Comes out near Dallin. Still in the Storm end, here's Dallin. Off the boards, it's stripped by Cash and Zulo. However, it does come loose into the neutral zone. O'Bay unable to keep control. The mindless pass goes over to Caleb Robert. Robert puts one on ends. John LaMarche will easily save that shot. Cash and Zulo trying to get that puck free of the skates of James Law. Still loose on the boards. Coming in is Dallin. Dallin in the corner, it's Dawson Wilbur who will retrieve it. Over to Oliver Smith. It's played back in by DeLuke. Here's Caleb Robert in the corner. Cash and Zulo will put it off the board. Still in the Hornets' ends. Misfire goes over towards Asa Black. It's retrieved in the back by Connor Leduc. Here's Dawson Wilbur for the Hornets. He'll try to get it over to Asa Black. Turned away by Stephen Wheeler. Puck still in the Hornets' ends. Now finally brought free by Dawson Wilbur. Stick comes loose as Drew Main was pressuring. Now here's Tyler Main, a defensive player for the Hornets, into the offensive zone. Over towards Drew Main. Main stripped up. Tyler will have to retreat. Main instead finds it in the back behind the goal line. He has the puck taken by Connor Leduc. Barrett back to Henry Doherty. Doherty's pass goes right to Connor Leduc, who will put it on net. Another save made by Sean LaMarche, and we're 2 apiece on shots on goal. Here's Wheeler. Wheeler with an opportunity. Max Schock will deflect it and go over to Tyler Main. Pass went just past Drew Main. It'll come over near Henry Doherty. Doherty in the corner. He'll go over to Cooper Barrett. 11 minutes left to play in the first period of play. Drew Main behind his own goal line. Quick turn, goes over to Tyler Main. Tyler Main, he has Henry with him. The 2 captains looking to connect. It goes past Henry into the Storm ends with Donnelly. Into the neutral zone with Wheeler. Hornets will take possession. Henry Doherty near the face-off circle. And that'll be an icing. Our second whistle within the last couple minutes will result in a face-off to the left of Aiden Terry. Both sides equal on shots on goal so far. It's been an equal game. Becky Gillen will take the face-off for the Hornets. Gillen will be replaced Aiden Ashworth comes in. Back near Becca Gillen. It comes to Jack Shock. Jack Shock over to Gillen. Second line comes on as the first was running out of juice for the Hornets. Puck comes loose into the middle. It comes into the neutral zone. Dawson Wilbur still on for the Hornets. While Marsh will find it behind his own net. Go to Jack Shock. Marsh is not scared of coming over his own net to make a good defensive play. Here's Dawson Wilbur into the neutral zone. It'll come over near Newton. Newton shovels it back into the Hornets' ends. Puck loose in the middle. Good job by Aiden Ashworth to keep the puck out of the crease of Sean LaMarche. And Dawson Wilbur will collect the puck for the Hornets. Skips Jack Shock. Goes over towards Asa Black. Black over to Cash and Zulo. And they will have firm possession of the puck. They'll go around the boards near Asa Black. Black now towards Smith. Smith in the middle. Over to Cash and Zulo. Dawson Wilbur keeps it in. A shot deflected off Harris. Now another shot goes high into the middle over Smith. Can't put it in. Coming the other way is Obey. Asa Black in the neutral zone will collect for the Hornets. Storm makes a line change. No call. Colton Walkup keeps it in the bay ends, as does Cooper Barrett. Caleb O'Hagan back into the neutral zone, and Oliver Smith will glove it and get it over the width of the ice towards Max Schock. Schock off the boards. Cash and Zulo trailing. Putting pressure on. Colton Gamble comes loose in the middle. Smith, now Zulo. Over to Max Schock. Past Zulo, it'll go towards Asa Black. Black off the boards. It'll ring around near Cash and Zulo and Colton Gamble. Cash and Zulo. Instead, it's over towards Ramus. Pass goes over towards O'Hagan. Asa Black will get the puck in return. Travels over towards Cash Zulo. Both Shocks in the back for the Hornets. Jack Schock chasing that puck. It'll go over towards Max Schock in the corner. Max Schock goes off the boards again, his favorite. Jack Schock into the neutral zone. He has Drew Main with him. Shot goes right. And that puck will go into the netting, and we'll have another face-off to the left of Terry. Almost 10 minutes of play here at the Haldane Center, and our score, Fayetteville-Manlius 0, Ontario Bay 0. Competitive matchup so far. Both teams pressuring early, but it's been a neutral zone battle so far. Hornets have had the puck in the territory for about 70% of the time. Tower main shot, it's saved by Terry. Dawson Wilbur wins the puck for the Hornets. Here's a scoring opportunity if they can get it in. Wilbur shovels it in. Tyler Main will trail. Main over to Henry Doherty. It goes past and it's near Caleb Robert. Dawson Wilbur finds the neutral zone. Will reset for the Hornets. Puck gets trapped behind the goal. Tyler Main frees it. It'll come to Carter Donnelly. Pass goes past both red lines, and that'll be an icing with 6:46 left to play. Some players to look out for the Fayetteville-Manlius Hornets. Henry Doherty with 8 goals and 7 assists. Drew Main with 8 goals, 6 assists. And Tyler Main with 3 goals and 13 assists. Beckett Gillen wins it forward for the Hornets near Aiden Ashworth. Stephen Wheeler looks to take control. Wheeler comes into the neutral zone. He has 2 with him. Centering pass goes past Potter. Ethan Potter unable to get to the puck in time. Aiden Ashworth will put the puck Past both red lines. That'll be an icing this time against the Hornets, and the puck will travel over to the right side. Haldane center home of the Ontario Bay Storm, and the little kids, the Salmon River Storm. Great youth presence here in Pulaski. Multiple shifts of little dudes playing shot off the crossbar. Corbin Willis retrieves the shot that went off the horizontal iron. The Hornets come the other way with Oliver Smith. He'll go off the board. Smith. Puck travels into the middle and now into the neutral zone. Jack Schock with Ethan Potter trailing. He'll come over to Asa Black. Black unable to take control. Here's Oliver Smith trailing. It'll be Jack Schock. He'll play it over towards Wilbur. No tripping penalty called. To be fair, Dawson Wilbur did not move. Sean Lamarche finding it behind his own ends. Dangerous situation comes to Noah. Hodling now near the corner. Hoteling unable to keep control. Oliver Smith connecting a pass to Asa Black. Black makes a move. He'll shovel it over. That's going to be an offsides. Asa Black didn't realize that he had a man over the blue line when that puck was played in. With 5 minutes left to play in the first period, we'll have a face-off just outside the blue line of the Storm and the neutral zone. Zeros on the scoreboard. Another call here, and we'll have the same situation, minus 5 seconds, 5 minutes exactly to play in the first period of play. Still 34 minutes to play after this. Anything can happen in Section 3 high school hockey. Here's Tyler Main. Main puts it in for the Hornets. Drew Main trailing. Pressure in the corner. Off the skate to Ramus. Max Schock will take it back. Fire one into the middle. Comes behind the goal of Terry. Henry Doherty trapping an Ontario Bay player. Puck travels near the ceiling, does not hit the netting. Tyler Main keeps it in for the Hornets, and now coming out is O'Hagan. Henry Doherty retrieves for the Hornets. Fayetteville-Manlius in their own territory. Can set up some offense. Doherty coming in. Pass comes off a skate of LaDuke. Coming the other way is Robert shot. Lamarche save. Lamarche will cover it up with 3:59. "13 minutes of hockey. Yet still no score. It's the Hornets offense versus the Ontario Bay defense. Storm has had very good defense so far. Now looking for an offensive strike. Guile finds it in his own territory. Aiden Ashworth puts it along the boards near Beckett Gillen. Colton Walkup comes past the Storm. Long pass over to Dallin. Dallin shot saved by Lamarche. Quick shot, Lamarche, another save. Off of the face-off. It'll be Cashinzulo in the circle again for the Hornets. On the ice right now, Smith, Wilbur, walk up, comes into the middle, near LaMarche, knocked away. And Ace of Black for the Hornets. Quick shot taken, deflection, it's saved by LaMarche. Taken by Sebastian Guile. .307 left to play. Storm getting some shots up of their own. They're about 50-50 in territorial control. Tower Main comes over to Drew Main. Drew Main off the skate. He traps it, tries to get it towards Henry Doherty. Still loose in the neutral zone. Hornets with the puck. Dawson Wilbur will shovel it in the ends of the Storm. Tower Main in the corner. Over to Drew Main. That puck will hit the netting and we'll have a face-off in Ontario Bay territory now. Hornets offense so far has been threatening but quiet. Their defense holding up. We've had no penalties so far. Tower Main over towards Dawson Wilbur. Over towards Drew Main. Quick pass over to Grant Harris. Harris in the middle. He'll shovel it in the Hornets end. LaMarche will come out of his net. Go over towards Dawson Wilbur. And Henry Doherty has it on the boards. Loose puck in the Hornets territory. Comes over towards the captain, Tower Main. Main racing in over towards Wilbur. Terry will knock it away from the middle. Tower Main coming in again. Over to Drew Main. Missed shot. Max Schock off the boards. Tower Main will retreat and recover, and we'll have a penalty. The announcer's jinx comes in again. As I said, there's been no penalties, and we'll have our first, I believe. This will be against Ontario Bay. Number 17, Samuel Newton, heading to the box to serve two, I believe. Penalty not coming on the scoreboard yet. It's a power play. It's not a power play for the Hornets. I'm sorry. We won't be serving two. It won't be a 10 and 2. It'll just be a 10. As there's... Oh, I'm sorry. No, there is four men on the ice. Oh, there's 5. Okay, I can't count. There's no power play. It's just misconduct. So it's canceling 2-minute minor penalties. Drew Main for the box. I did not see that. We'll have a face-off just over the blue line. Racing forward is Ace of Black. So Main and Newton will not be able to play the rest of the first period. They'll come back with 16:45 in the second. Smith knocks it down for the Hornets. Quick shot in the loose middle. Ace of Black unable to get the second chance opportunity. 35 seconds on the clock in the first period. Max Schock plays it back in around the goal of Aiden Terry. Dallin into the neutral zone. Now into Hornet territory. It's collected by Max Schock. Connor LeDuc over towards Sean LaMarche. That'll be an icing. 16 seconds left to play here at the Haldane Center. Puck comes the other way into Ontario Bay Storm end. The Hornets will have one more opportunity before this First play of action terminates. It'll be Henry Doherty for the Hornets, taking the face off to the right of the Storm ends. Comes over near Ace of Black in the corner. It's retrieved by Dowan. Blocked by Law. Law in the middle with 4. Quick shot with 3. We're going to have a offsides call. With 2.3 seconds left, we'll have a face-off just outside the blue line. This will likely do it for our first period of play. Henry Doherty. Puck loose, and that'll do it here at the Haldane Center. The Fayetteville-Manlius Hornets 0, Ontario Bay Storm 0. Both teams come up scoreless. Good goaltending from Aiden Terry and Sean LaMarche along with both teams' defenses. However, the Fayetteville-Manlius Hornets a very much second period team. They'll make some changes in the locker room, and we'll see what each team can do looking to come on the board. We'll be back in 15 minutes with 17 more minutes of Hornets hockey here on the FM Varsity Ice Hockey Network. Welcome back to the Haldane Center here in Pulaski, home of Ontario Bay Storm, consisting of Mexico, Sandy Creek, Pulaski, Sackett Harbor, South Jefferson, and Altmar Parish, Williamstown. 6 schools combining to make the Ontario Bay Storm. We are scoreless at the start of the second period. Both teams looking to get their first Drew Main and Samuel Newton will be in the box for about 14 more seconds. They had offsetting 2-minute penalties. Asa Black keeps it in the Storm territory. Chasing James Law skating in fast into the middle. Dawson Wilbur knocks it out. Quick shot, Lamarche will save. Another opportunity, and the Storm score. The captain, number 8, James Law, starts off the scoring early. Storm lead 1-0, 16:32 left in the second. James Law with the A on his chest. And a scoreless game quickly turns into a 1-0 lead for Ontario Bay. Henry Doherty will shovel it back in the Storm territory. Hornets looking to retaliate quickly. Here's Drew Main. Drew Main will play it over towards Henry Doherty. Tyler Main. Now over to Drew Main. Drew Main shot gloved up by Aiden Terry. We'll have a face-off to the right of Aiden Terry. Henry Doherty will take it for the Hornets. Quick shot, Drew Main goes right of the iron, comes over near Jack Schock. Schock now Tyler Main. Tyler Main shot on that. Drew Main second chance, no good. And now here comes the Storm the other end. Dawson will retrieve the puck for the Hornets. He'll go off the boards near Tyler Main. Still loose into the middle. Now Jack Schock will knock it free. Comes over towards Connor DeMott. Drew Main wins it back for Fayetteville-Manlius. Henry Doherty now trying to get out of the O-Bay into the O-Bay ends. Jack Schock off the boards now near Henry Doherty. The 16's racing for it with Willis. Drew Main tries to recover. Willis comes off the boards. Hornets will reset. Dawson Wilbur in the back. Henry Doherty pushes it across to Tyler Main, the width of the ice. Main without numbers. He'll close in towards the middle. A big hit laid on him. No call. Coming the other way is Ethan Potter. Tyler a little ticked about the hit from Connor DeMott. Off the boards near Tyler. Now near Dawson Wilbur. Henry Doherty takes the puck away from O'Bay. Doherty on the right side. Has the puck stripped. Coming the other way is Grant Harris. Now here's Haldane. Hotelling. Now over to Bachelor. Loosens to the middle. Knocked away. Good defense from Colton Walkup. Puck comes free with Colton Walkup. Good defense from Connor Leduc. He'll get the puck back. It's a 1-on-3 shot. Lamar save. Comes over near the boards with Grant Harris. Harris in the middle, shot. Lamar save. Knocked over towards Beckett Gillen. Another shot. Lamar save. Ontario Bay with a 1-0 lead and pressuring again. Hornets still looking for the equalizer. After the goal of James Law, that's his 8th goal. He also has 4 assists on the year. Cashinzulo over towards Dawson Wilbur. Puck will come over towards Andrew Gardner. Zulo traps. Solution to the middle for Oliver Smith. Unable to get the rebounds. Smith in the corner with Zulo. It's come forward with Green. Ace of Black turnover. Off the boards for Oliver Smith. Now near Cash and Zulo comes around to Jack Shock in the back towards the blue line. Just off the skate of Gardner, goes through the fences. Oliver Smith keeps it in, shot. It's stopped. And that puck will go past both red lines. That'll be an icing on the Storm. The Hornets threatening now as the puck will come back into the Obey ends with a face-off to the left of Aiden Terry. Henry Doherty will be in the circle for the Hornets along with James Law. Law wins it over to Van Brocklin, who's been quiet today. Sauermain puts it behind the goal line of Terry. Coming forward is Donnelly. Jack Shock unable to keep it in. James Law laying out to keep the puck away, however unable to. Henry Doherty now over to Drew Main. Main shot saved from Terry. Dawson Wilbur will reset the Hornets. Tries to cut in, unable to. LaMarche will have to do nothing. Yeah, that's an icing. Opportunities from Drew Main and Henry Doherty, the lead scorers for the Hornets, both with 8 goals this season so far. And able to put one into the back of the nylon. Henry Doherty again in the circle, 12:23 left to play. Ontario Bay with a 1-0 lead over Fayetteville-Manlius. Dawson Wilbur trying to take it away from Wheeler. He is able to. Jack Shock will go around behind the goal over to Tower Main. Shot in the middle. LaMarche will save. LaMarche covers up the puck and will have a face-off to the right of the Fayetteville-Manlius goal. 12:08 left to play. Storm keeping their lead. One back by the Hornets from Aiden Ashworth. It comes over to the other ends. Ethan Potter takes possession over towards Newton. Back to Potter. Knocked away by Colton Walkup. Storm will have to reset. They shovel it in near LaMarche. Aiden Ashworth over towards Max Shock into Cooper Barrett. Corner to the corner action. Here's Colton Walkup. He gets it into the neutral zone near Beckett Gillen. Now here's Samuel Newton. Taken away. It's a one-on-one. Shot. Unable to score. Aiden Ashworth saved from Terry. Cooper Barrett. And bodies fall on the ice. No call. Refs are letting him play. Colton Walkup off the boards. That'll be an icing. The Storm was in a pickle there with a one-on-one. Aiden Ashworth and the goalie. Ashworth not able to put one in and find the equalizer. Hornets usually a second half team, still trying to find their spark. Here's Ace of Black. Shot, Smith. Still loose into the middle. A save from Terry. Goes along the boards. It'll go over towards Leduc. Taken away. Cash and Zulo. Zulo over to Ace of Black. To Smith. It's deflected. Dawson Wilbur. Wilbur over to Smith. It'll find Cash and Zulo. Zulo. Taken away by Hot Toweling. Dawson Wilbur will not have to make a move, as that'll be an icing and the puck will travel back into the Storm ends to the left of Aiden Terry. Aiden Terry, the junior goalkeeper, number 31. Henry Doherty will be in the circle again for the Hornets, like usual. Surprise. Drew Mayne isn't taking a couple of these, as sometimes he does. He used to be the lead face-off guy. Puck travels over near Henry Doherty. Doherty to Drew Mayne. Drew Mayne in the corner, unable to keep control of the puck, and coming away with the puck is Caleb Roberts. Robert with pressure from Tyler Mayne. Big hit from Tyler Mayne. Tyler Mayne is pushed, and that's going to be a penalty on Ontario Bay. That should be against number 5, Caleb Robert. I believe a 2-minute cross-checking penalty. Penalty was laid on the captain and number 23, Tyler Mayne. And our first power play will be in favor of the Hornets as 2 minutes pops onto the scoreboard. Good opportunity for the Fayetteville-Manlius Hornets to find the equalizer. They haven't been great at power plays this year. Let's see if they've worked on that in practice and get one through Terry. Tyler Mayne over towards Asa Black. Now here's Drew Mayne. Dawson Wilbur to Tyler. Back to Wilbur. Drew Mayne. Mayne, Doherty, loose. Asa Black not able to get the second chance. It travels near Drew Mayne. Over towards Henry Doherty. Doherty behind the net. Surveying his options. He'll go over towards Black. Black on net. It's deflected. Dawson Wilbur over towards Mayne. Mayne to Mayne. Tyler goes to Dawson Wilbur. Wilbur over to Drew. Drew closing in. He'll take his shot. Now over to Tyler Mayne. Dawson Wilbur from the deflection. And the pass from Tyler Mayne. Just over a minute left in the power play. Tyler Mayne centering pass to Asa Black. Mayne to Black. Over towards Wilbur. Drew Mayne shot Asa Black. It's saved by Terry. 48 seconds left in the Hornets power play. And we're going to have a face-off in the Storm ends to the right of Aiden Terry, who just made the save. Oh, just over 45 seconds left to kill for Ontario Bay. Drew Mayne playing with the puck near the blue line. Here's Asa Black to Dawson Wilbur with 35. Tyler Mayne. Shot is deflected. It goes towards Asa Black. Black to Drew Mayne. Drew Mayne back to Black. Henry Doherty in the middle, unable to put one close to the net. Tyler Mayne over to Henry Doherty. Doherty shot. Tyler Mayne, second chance, no good. Coming across, trying to find the shorthanded goal is Dallin. There's 9 seconds left on the clock. Quick shot goes right of the iron. Here's LeDuc. Shot. LaMarche will knock it away, and we are back to full strength. Ontario Bay kills their first power play. Drew Mayne's getting across. He can fly. He'll leave it for Henry Doherty. Doherty. Drew Mayne. Now Dawson Wilbur. Back to Henry Doherty. Doherty plays one through. Terry save. Still loose behind the goal line. Coming through is Drew Mayne. He's unable to control the puck. It'll come over near Henry Doherty. Now coming down the other way. That's Robert. He's wrapped up with Doherty, and there is no call. Instead, the puck will go Gillen over towards Doherty. Doherty will come off and make a line change with Ashworth. Aiden Ashworth with Beckett Gillen. Dawson Wilbur plays it back into the Storm ends. Just for a minute before it comes with Dallin. It's a 2-on-1. Cooper Barrett laying out. Shot goes high. Cooper Barrett will glove it up and play it on the ice behind the goal line. Dangerous situation for the Hornets. Quick icing from FM, just trying to get it out of there. breakaway, no good from Robert Dallin. 6:34 left to play. We've had 10 minutes in the second period. Our goal from James Law is the only one on the scoreboard. The puck will travel all the way towards Andrew Gardner, who plays the puck behind his own goal line, comes around the boards. Max Shaw keeps it in, over towards Aiden Ashworth. Ashworth towards the middle, kept away by Jackson Smith. Barrett retreating. Here's Beckett Gillen. Beckett Gillen near walk up in the corner. Taken by Gardner in the corner. Still in the corner. Now comes loose. Aiden Ashworth. Some Colton walk-up shot goes left of the iron. Ashworth near the boards. O'Hagan coming across behind the goal line of Lamar. She's trapped. Max Shaw tries to get it away from Ramus. Shot goes right of the post. Lamarche doesn't need to make a save. Gamble. Shot in the middle, taken away by Max Shaw. Around the boards, it will find Colton Gamble. Gamble near O'Hagan. O'Hagan has it taken away by Max Shaw. It comes over near Grant Harris. Puck on the boards. Here's another shot loose in the middle and a save by LaMarche. Cooper Barrett. Now it's near Colton Gamble, taken away by Max Shaw. Hornets make a line change. Asa Black and Oliver Smith back onto the ice for the Hornets. Here's Cooper Barrett trailing the puck. The puck will travel behind LaMarche, and that'll be an icing. 4:40 left to play in our second period. 1-0 Ontario Bay, upsetting Fayetteville-Manlius currently. Again, O'Bay coming into this game 3-7-1. The Hornets 4-3-1. Both looking to turn their season around with this game. This would be the first Storm win in Section 3 Division 1. Shot! Black off the boards from a save on Terry. Donnelly near middle ice, makes a quick move. Asa Black will take it away. Asa Black will play it on that. So it has to be knocked away by Terry. No one has the puck. Now comes over near Dawson Wilbur, who keeps it in the Storm end. Asa Black, Cash and Zulo unable to trap it. Zulo off the boards. Wilbur. Wilbur shot. Save it loose in the middle. Wilbur keeps it in again. Now played over near Grant Harris. Jack Shock will take control. He'll go over near Asa Black. Skips Black. Black takes it from Zulo. Into the blue line. Cash and Zulo. Shot goes high into the glass. Weird sound that made. Dawson Wilbur near Jack Shock. Shock is unable to keep it in the blue line. Hornets will reset. Doherty back onto the ice for the Hornets. Here's Henry Doherty. He'll come into the blue line. Looking to come into the middle. He'll go behind the goal line. It'll come towards Jack Shock off the boards and loose into the neutral zone. Chasing that puck is Stephen Wheeler. Tyler Main back onto the ice. Henry Doherty looks for Zulo. Now back near Tyler Main. Shot goes into LaMarche's pad. Deflected left. Tyler Main will go over towards Henry Doherty. Doherty for Drew Main. Drew Main makes a turn. He'll play it into the middle. Saved by Terry. Henry Doherty. Hornets still looking for the equalizer. Doherty cycling. Circles around towards Drew Main. Main behind the goal line. He'll play it into the middle. Quick turn. He'll shoot. High the crossbar. It'll come over towards his twin Tyler. Barrett now tries one. It ricochets near Doherty, it comes over towards Ethan Potter. LaMarche will cover up the puck. 2 minutes left to play in the second period, and the Ontario-based Storm still leading from the James Waugh goal. 30 seconds into the second period. Face off to the left of Sean LaMarche. Drew Mayne wins it back for the Hornets near Max Schock. Played into the middle. Shot from Dallin. Instead, he'll go towards Newton on the second. Doherty will take it away. It's quickly taken back by Willis. Loose in the middle. Scooped off by Max Schock. Kept in the territory by Willis again. Robert. Here's Newton. Played into traffic. It's deflected. LaMarche will cover up the puck. Getting a little feisty between the Hornets and the Storm. Under a minute 30 left to play. We'll have a face-off to the right of Sean LaMarche. Over towards Ramus. Obey playing the best game they have all year. And we're going to have a slashing call, maybe? That is not going to be good if that's against the Hornets. It is against number 19, Caleb O'Hagan, and the Hornets will have another power play. 2 minutes comes on to the clock. Hornets looking for the equalizer before the second period ends. A minute and 11 left to play in the second, so if they do not score, this penalty will carry over into the third. Hornets send all their starters back on. Dawson Wilbur will collect the puck in the neutral zone. Comes into the middle for Drew Mayne. Drew Mayne pokes it away from Dallin. Drew Mayne with under a minute left to play. Dallin, shot, LaMarche save, almost shorthanded goal from Dallin and Obey. Now we're going to have a face-off to the right of LaMarche with a minute 33 left in the power play for the Hornets. They have not had a chance to put one on that yet. 30 seconds into this. Tyler Mayne for the Hornets over towards Dawson Wilbur. Wilbur weaving across. He'll play it to Drew Mayne. Drew Mayne on his feet. Puck comes loose. Sean LaMarche comes all the way out of his goal. He'll scoop it towards Dawson Wilbur. Wilbur fakes leaving it for Drew Mayne. Instead goes towards Asa Black. Hornets creeping in with about 8 seconds. Now over towards Henry Doherty. Doherty with 4, over to Drew Mayne. Drew Mayne shot, it's loose. Puck is in the middle, and that will do it in the second period of play. Our score, Fayetteville-Manlius 0, Ontario Bay 1. There will be 50 seconds left to play. Sorry, there will be 50 seconds left in the penalty on O'Hagan. We'll see you back in 15 minutes for the last period of play here on the Hornets Hockey Network. Hornets looking to come from behind once again. We'll see if they can on the FM Varsity Ice Hockey Network. Welcome back to the Haldane Center. The Hornets looking to come behind. Currently down 1-0 to Ontario Bay here in Pulaski. There will be 40 seconds left on the penalty. Sorry, 50 seconds left on the penalty from Ontario Bay. That was I believe Caleb O'Hagan. So as we start the third period, it will be only 4 on the ice for Ontario Bay for 50 seconds more. The Hornets trying to find the equalizer on the power play. Here's Dawson Wilbur. Wilbur into the neutral zone. He'll put it past. Rings around the boards near Asa Black. Black behind the goal line, into the middle. We'll go past Dawson Wilbur with 20 seconds. Marsh will come out of his net, tap it to Wilbur. Wilbur will pass Drew Main. He loses the puck. Here's Dallin. Not sure about the ice quality behind the goal. Puck is loose behind the goal, and it's found by Tyler Main, and we are back to even strength. Full strength 5-on-5. Tyler Main pushes it through. And it'll be covered up by Aiden Terry. Another killed power play by Ontario Bay. There's been 2 power plays. Both benefited the Hornets. However, they were unable to come up with any goals. Definitely a weakness in the game of Fayetteville-Manlius. It'll be Cash and Zulo in the face-off circle for the Hornets. To the left of Terry. Coming across is Ethan Potter, who gets it over to Wheeler. Wheeler's shot goes left of the iron. Comes over near LaDuke. Now coming the other way are the Hornets. Asa Black. It'll go past towards Max Schock. Max Schock making a move with the puck. It'll go into Obey territory. Behind the goal line with Willis. It comes free. Max Schock. Big hit. Shakes the boards. Cash and Zulo behind the goal line again near Oliver Smith. That one will go off the glass and it'll be an icing. We'll bring the puck back into Obey territory. 15:21 left to play. Still a lot of hockey left, but the Hornets do have to score to tie this game sooner rather than later to give themselves a chance maybe to win in regulation. But before you can talk about that, you got to first tie the game up at 1. Well, doing that, you got to have good defense, too, something the Hornets have done a fairly good job at. It's been a kind of a sloppy game for the Hornets. They've had no penalties for power plays yet. Puck into the middle. Tyler Main unable to get it into the net. Here's Drew Main now near Doherty. Puck chips over into the neutral zone. And Dawson Wilbur retrieved in the Hornets territory. Past Verkstis. Jack Schock off the boards. It's taken away by Harris. Harris now behind the goal line. Dawson Wilbur delivers a hit and takes it away over to Jack Schock. Schock tries to get over to Tyler Main. That'll be an icing as it goes past both red lines. And the puck will be brought back into Fayetteville-Manlius' end, this time with 14:45 left to play in regulation. Some motion before the puck drop. Now Drew Main wins it back to Jack Schock. Back over near Main. It's loose in the middle. Shot LaMarche will cover it up. It'll be another face-off to the right of LaMarche. Drew Main enters the circle again. A very good face-off guy for the Hornets. He wins it back again. It comes loose into the middle this time. A shot LaMarche save. Jack Schock over to Tyler Main. Main comes over towards Drew Main. Drew Main, that's going to be another icing. The Hornets playing some sloppy hockey here. Unable to keep control of the puck and do anything with it. Good saves from LaMarche, keeping the score at just 1-0, limiting the damage. Hornets trying to tie this game. Storm looking for the dagger here in the Hornets territory. It would be detrimental to Fayetteville-Manlius if they were to score again, and that's going to be a call against the Hornets. Exactly what they didn't need. The Hornets will have to kill a power play. They have a pretty good power play defense. And now Fayetteville-Manlius just got to hope that this isn't 5. I believe that might be a 5-er. It'll just be 2. 2-minute penalty against the Hornets. I believe that was Wilbur. Oliver Smith deflects that puck. It's a power play for the Storm, looking for a detrimental goal. Shot, Lamar saves, and it goes in. "17 seconds into the power play. The Storm strike again. That puck went off the post and off of Lamarsh's padding into the netting. And now Fayetteville-Manlius will have to come from behind with 2 goals. However, they did this versus Baldensville within just 6 minutes. And if there's any team they could do this against, it's probably the Storm. So that was Fu-Mei with the penalty. He comes out of the box. We're back to full strength. However, down a goal. So that was a goal from number 14, Connor DeMont, to give the Storm a 2-0 lead. Here's Jack Schock. Henry Doherty over to Tyler Main. Tyler Main weaving through traffic on the left side. He'll get it over to Drew Main. Drew Main loose in the middle. He'll take a shot. It's deflected. How did that not go in? Quick pass back to Tyler Main. Tyler Main coming into the middle. It's scooped across. That'll be an icing against Ontario Bay. The puck will come back into the Storm ends. So far, a shutout for Aiden Terry. Drew Main, a heavy goal scorer for the Hornets. Just quiet tonight. Good defense from the Storm. He's gotten a couple chances. Just good defense and good goalkeeping. Hasn't been the best game for the Hornets for sure. Here's Oliver Smith, ace of black. Shot goes high and right. Oliver Smith saved. Barrett saves it again on the blue line. And now coming out is Noah. Lamarche way out of his net. He'll go around the boards towards Max Schock. Oh my gosh. Penalty by Cooper Barrett. There is absolutely no reason to do that. Cross-check penalty, I believe. It's going to be a 2-minute penalty on Cooper Barrett. And just like that, you got yourself a power play down 2. The last thing the Hornets needed. Boy, oh boy. Ontario Bay up 2 versus the Hornets. Face off one by Bay. Quick shot goes into the netting. So it's a roughing penalty on Cooper Barrett. Way behind the goal, away from the action. That's just something you gotta look back at and say, yo, that just can't happen again. Jack Schock behind his own goal line. He'll ice the puck over towards Terry. Terry will knock it towards Leduc. Knocked away The Hornets could find a shorthanded goal. They used to do this a lot last year. Drew Main with an opportunity. Main racing across, unable to put one on net. Henry Doherty. They'll play keep away with the puck. His pass deflected. It will stay in Hornet territory with Law. Law with one of the 2 goals. That puck goes off of Henry Doherty into the neutral zone. It's scooped up by Leduc. Now coming the other way is Drew Main. It's a 2-on-2. Main skating fast across, played into the middle. Henry Doherty wasn't there. Just under a minute in the power play. The Hornets have done very well so far, but here comes Dallin the other way. And that's going to be another penalty. Going to the box is number 8, James Law. So now we're on 4-on-4 hockey. 2 minutes go on for Law. After the 52 seconds is killed from the Hornets, there will be a minute and 8 seconds power play for the Hornets. Tellermain moves into the circle for the Hornets. This 4-on-4 hockey benefits the Fayetteville-Manlius Hornets, as seems like they're always trapped. Tellermain unable to put one in. Jack Schock over towards Asa Black. Now over to Dawson Wilbur. Wilbur shot off the glove of Terry. Jack Schock. Schock goes in for the Hornets. Just past Terry. And it's now only a 1-goal lead for the Storm as Jack Schock gets a goal for the Hornets. That is Jack Schock's first goal of the season. So the obey penalty will come off. Actually, no, it will not, because there's 4-on-4. I forgot that there was 4-on-4. That'll be an icing call, and the puck will travel into Hornets territory. Unlucky for Ontario Bay, as that puck just very slowly went past Terry off either his pad or his stick and creeped into the goal. Jack Schock gets his first of the season. 12 seconds left on the Hornets penalty, 1:21 on the Storm penalty, 10:34 left to play, 2-1 Storm. Asa Black skating fast, unable to capture the pass. And just like that, the Hornets penalty is over. We'll have a minute and 8 seconds of a Hornets power play, looking to tie the game up at 2. Dawson Wilbur will skate across into the middle. Neutral zone. He'll leave it for Black. Black to Tellermain. 10 minutes left to play in regulation. He'll go off the boards to Henry Doherty. Doherty leaves it for Drew Main. Drew Main cleaves it in the blue line, only for a moment. Tellermain captures that pass. Waits for all the Hornets to come across the blue line, now enters. Good stick control by Tellermain. Here's Dawson Wilbur over to Drew Main. Drew Main fast on his skates. He can fly, he's going into the middle. A big collision, no penalty. Huge collision. Tellermain along the boards. Henry Doherty wins it forward. This game just got a whole lot more heated with that hit. Drew Main knocks this person over. 3 seconds left in the penalty, and we are back to full strength. Even strength 5-on-5 hockey. Asa Black trapping Newton in the corner. Puck comes near the middle. It's behind the goal line of Terry. DeMott will find the puck behind the goal line now of LaMarche. Tellermain will wrap it around the boards. It's found by Newton, who plays it back. Tellermain finds it again now. Over towards Asa Black off his skate. Ideally, Henry Doherty However, a big play by Willis to keep the puck in. Willis near Tower Main. It'll come loose into the neutral zone. Newton fired it back in. Now here comes the Hornets with Tyler Main. Main retreats in his own ends. He'll go over towards Wilbur. 8:10 left to play. Here's Willis. Now it's Doherty. Doherty, shot. Saved by Terry. Big collision. Let's see what the call is. There's no call, but shaken up on the play is number 16, Corbin Willis. Trainer will come onto the ice. We'll have a stoppage of play with 8 minutes left in our contest. The Hornets looking to avoid the upset. Down 1. Two huge collisions in our game. Tension's getting a lot higher. Both teams will come back onto the ice. We will hope that Willis is okay in the locker room. Here's Cashinzulo in the circle for the Hornets. Wins it back to Cooper Barrett. Barrett sends the puck down into the goal line area. Now here comes the Storm out. Quick pass over to James Law. Law to Dallin, shot, miss. A save by LaMarche. Huge save by Sean. Another shot, LaMarche will save it again. Huge situation. LaMarche save again. 3 in a row for Sean. It comes over to Max Schock. The Hornets got to get it out of here. Smith over towards Asa Black. Puck on its side. Black gets it over towards Schock. Schock back near Black. Into the middle. Oliver Smith looking to censor it. He gets it over. Shot. Still loose in the middle, a save. Cashinzulo's pushed down, no call. Now coming over near Dallin, racing across is Cooper Barrett to find him. Played into the middle, taken away by Max Schock. 6:53 left to play. Here's Dallin. Dallin into the middle, a shot. No good. Played into the middle, iced away by Max Schock. So the puck will come back into the Hornets territory. Puck going back and forth between zones, mostly in the Hornets zone as of recent. Hornets need to be perfect on defense, and they need to score a goal if they want to be in this game and tied at 2. Drew Main skating fast. Main in the middle, he's tripped up. Pass goes into Grant Harris, coming across as the Storm. LaMarche redirects that shot. Dawson Wilbur makes the man miss on that hit. Now here comes Drew Main with Henry Doherty. Drew Main, shot, and a save by Terry. Huge opportunities for both teams. Now we'll have a face-off to the left of Aiden Terry. Henry Doherty will take it for the Hornets. Doherty unable to win it. Drew Main is on the ice. Not sure why I didn't take that face-off across to Wheeler. Wheeler unable to take control and get a shot off. Tyler Main behind his own goal line. He gets it near Henry Doherty. It's blocked away by Van Brocklin. That puck goes over the boards, and we'll have a face-off just outside the Hornets just outside the Storm blue line, actually. It'll be right at center ice. Surprising. You don't see that much. Zula will take it. Oliver Smith. DeMott fires that puck. Dawson Wilbur will recover. Wilbur near Smith. Shot. LaMarche will cover. 5:25 left to play in the third period, and we'll have a face-off in LaMarche's end. Hornets need to clean things up and put another goal on net. Their only goal so far from Jack Schock, not a clean goal, just escaped Terry. Does count on the scoreboard, but Hornets do find late goals. They did versus Baldensville to force the tie. Gamble taken away. Cashinzulo is chasing the puck. It's taken by Gamble. O'Hagan. Jack Schock takes it away. Over towards Asa Black. Asa Black is a 1-on-3. He gets through. Terry will get it away. Comes over near Cashinzulo and O'Hagan. Still in the Storm end. Schock will find it. That puck fired into the netting. Comes way high. Both teams will make line changes. That'll be a face-off to the left of Terry. 4:37. Hornets need a goal. Shot! Saved. Taken by Drew Main as Henry Doherty won the face-off. We'll be in the same exact situation. Won this time by the Storm. Schock takes a shot. It goes near Tyler Main. Main rings around the boards for Drew Main. Drew Main chips it off. It'll go to the Storm with James Law. Drew Main keeps it in. Turning, making a move in the middle. Shot from his knees. Saved by Terry. Wilbur will try one. Centered into the middle. Henry Doherty now. And Drew Main is hurt on the ice. Slow time getting up. How did... What? Surely that... I thought that puck hit the back of the goal. Apparently it did not. Wow. Coach Wisnowski getting an explanation for the refs. Agrees with the call. LaMarche will cover up the puck as Caleb Robert was dashing in. 3:32 left to play now. 2 for Ontario Bay, 1 for Fayetteville-Manlius. A timeout will be called with 3.5 minutes to play. We'll be back at the Haldane Center. Ontario Bay leading by 1. Hornets looking to come from behind. Time becoming precious to FM. Every second starting to count a bit more and more as this game winds down to 3.5 minutes. Dawson Wilbur for the Hornets. FM racing across. Here's Wilbur. Wilbur on the left side, centered into the middle. Asa Black over to Drew Main. Drew Main falls again. He's been off his skates a lot. Tyler Main to Dawson Wilbur. Wilbur's shot. Drew Main redirects, no good. Now here's Tyler Main keeping it in the storm ends. Dawson Wilbur. He'll take a shot. It's off the glove of Terry. Bounces off the top of the glass, and the refs will stop play with 3 minutes and 2 seconds left to play. Henry Doherty will be in the circle again. He's been exchanging with Drew Main. One back by Doherty. Drew Main's shot is deflected. Comes loose into the middle with Asa Black behind the goal line. It's taken away by the Storm. Tyler Main will keep it in momentarily. Now the Hornets will have to reset as they dump it into the ice. Andrew Gardner tries to get it over towards Virkstis. Instead, it will be Dawson Wilbur. So Henry Doherty. Doherty leaves it for Asa Black. Loose puck in Obey territory. Pass connected towards Virkstis. Lamarche behind his own net. He'll fire it over towards Wilbur. Wilbur the length of the ice, or the width of the ice, I should say, near Asa Black. Drew Main finds the puck for the Hornets. Quick pass to Dawson Wilbur. Tries to get it over towards Henry Doherty. It's taken away by Gamble. Wilbur fires it in the storm ends. Doherty. Black shot, he scores! Number 10, Asa Black ties the game at 2. And we've got a barn burner tonight in Pulaski. Hornets changing the narrative between years from second period teams to third period team. Just like the Beeville game, they scored 2 to come from behind. We've got a tie ball game with 2 minutes left to play. Shot Lamarche will knock it away. Dallin now. Puck still loose in the middle. Oliver Smith will get it out of there. Colton Walkup racing across for the Hornets. Tyler Main. Shot goes left of Terry. Cash Zulo. Now near Colton Walkup. Tyler Main in the middle, unable to take a shot. He'll recover near the blue line. Place it into the middle. It's taken away by James Law. Law racing across. Wilbur knocks it away. Dawson Wilbur off the boards near Henry Doherty. It's placed by Law back into the Hornets' end. Tyler Main finds it behind his own goal line and goes to Walkup. Walkup off the boards. It'll go past Carter. That'll not be an icing as it was deflected by Carter. Now it comes off the boards near Dawson Wilbur with 1 minute in regulation. If we go into overtime, it'll be 1 5-minute period. And if no one scores, then it will be a tie. Asa Black now over to Drew Main. Drew Main racing across. Into the middle. Shot. Deflected. Another shot. Henry Doherty loose. Puck still loose. Asa Black trying to get it out. Henry Doherty another shot. And that's going to be a call by the refs. That was Asa Black's 7th goal. He has 6 assists on the year so far. Through 9.5 games with the Hornets. 24.5 seconds. The puck will travel into Hornet territory. FM's defense looking to hold this one out and go into overtime. If they get out of the zone, might as well go for a goal, but primary worry is defense. Tyler Main immediately shoves it into the netting. Tried to go off the boards, and with 20.8 seconds, we'll be in the same position. coming down to the very end. We have an ejection of a fan up near the lofts. Well, you don't see that often. Fans being thrown out. We'll wait till the fans exit the arena. I have some comments towards the refs as they're coming out. Dawson Wilbur, scooped by Dowan. Dowan in the middle. Asa Black will find it. 10 seconds, Drew Main. Main has the puck taken away by Van Brocklin. Here's Tyler Main. 4 seconds, shot! Asa Black, no good, 2 seconds. And we will go to overtime. After 3 periods of play, Fayetteville-Manlius 2, Ontario Bay 2. So we will have 1 5-minute period of overtime, sudden death. Last time the Hornets were in overtime, they tied Baldwinsville. After a hectic game, our goals were from James Law and Connor DeMott. And then the Hornets scored 2 back-to-back. First Jack Shock, and then Asa Black. Free hockey coming your way from the Fayetteville-Manlius Varsity Ice Hockey Network. 5 minutes sudden death overtime. Here we go. Both teams will switch sides. Tyler Main will go to Dawson Wilbur. On the left side, they'll move right. Pass over towards Henry Doherty. It's deflected into the far corner. It goes around the boards past Van Brocklin. Coming the other way is James Law. James Law. Robert. It's loose. Coming the other way is Asa Black. He has Henry Doherty with him. Black moves in past Van Brocklin. Henry Doherty knocks it free. Here's Asa Black now. It comes near Tyler Main. Main keeps it in. Only momentarily as coming across is James Law. Law moving in. Puck around the boards. Tyler Main will find it. He has 4 with him. Dawson Wilbur over towards Henry Doherty. Doherty had a game-winning overtime goal and double overtime in the quarterfinals last year. Tyler Main has his pass deflected. Here's DeMott. Shot. Lamar's save. Pass Dowan. Now over. Shot. Goes left by Gamble. For DeMott in the middle. It's Tyler Main knocking it free. Still loose in the Hornets' ends. Now here's Drew Main. Drew Main with Asa Black with him. He'll take it himself. Now makes a turn. Place it for Doherty. Wilbur shot. Henry Doherty loose. Still loose. Henry Doherty a big hit as he is hurt. Henry Doherty is hurt. The lead goal scorer for the Hornets is down in the corner in overtime. You gotta hope he's okay. Multi-sport athlete for the Hornets, leading scorer this season. Great player in soccer, great lacrosse player. He's a bit rattled off the ice as his head hit the ground. Mom's coming over to give some words of comfort. Henry Doherty, a very tough kid. Glad that he is okay. Glad that Corbin Willis was okay. And Doherty favoring his left foot, so his right ankle must be a bit hurt, I think. One of his ankles is bothering him. Luckily, ankles do heal quickly. I'm not sure if we'll see him in the remainder of the game yet. So we'll have a face-off to the right in the neutral zone, just outside the Storm blue line. Energy's got to pick up again after a scary injury. Luckily, he does look to be okay. And Hornets now looking to win this game for Doherty. Tellermain off to Dawson Wilbur. Oliver Smith pass goes near Colton Walkup. Sean LaMarche behind his own net. He'll go over towards Tellermain. And Dawson Wilbur will shovel it around the boards towards Smith. Skating fast is Cashin Zulo. Quick turn behind the net. Asa Black gets the puck immediately after coming off the bench. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in overtime. That'll be an icing, and the puck will go into Ontario Bay territory. We'll have a face-off, 2:15 exactly left to play. 2 goals Hornets, 2 goals Storm. Both teams looking to come away victorious. If no one scores within this 2:15, it'll be a tie. Tellermain. Here's Dawson Wilbur near Henry Doherty. Doherty near his own goal. Wilbur, quick pass to Tellermain. Dangerous situation in front of the goal. Here's Dawson Wilbur. Good control. Back onto the ice as Henry Doherty looks to be okay. Still favoring one of his ankles. Through main shot. Saved by Terry. Storm come the other way. It's a one-on-one with Dallin. Shot, he scores. Ontario Bay Storm wins it in overtime. A breakaway from Cameron Dallin. And that will do it here from the Haldane Center. It's going to be a long bus ride home for Fayetteville-Manlius. Our goals tonight, first for the Hornets, Asa Black, Jack Schock, and for the Storm, it's James Law, Connor DeMott, and Cameron Dallin finding the overtime winning goal to upset the Hornets at the Haldane Center. I mean, at the end of the day, it came down to who cared more. I think the Hornets underprepared for this game a bit, maybe, and just didn't play their best game. And Ontario Bay took advantage of that, played one of their best games this year. And that'll do it here from the Haldane Center. Again, your final score: Ontario-based Storm 3, Fayetteville-Manlius Hornets 2. The Hornets will face RFA Tuesday the 13th at 7:35. As for Ontario Bay, they will face Potsdam tomorrow at 7:30. I'm Michael Haungs, along with producer Fu-Mei Tung, saying good night from the Haldane Center. We'll see you versus RFA on Tuesday.